Welcome to the world of fighting. This channel will inform you about the hottest and loudest news in the sports community. Support the channel with likes and comments. Get your mugs of hot tea ready, and here we go.
Let's go!
Della, Maddalena is now a new name in the ranks of UFC champions. JDM is asked about fighting Islam Makhachev. It's a beautiful challenge. I'm gonna get it back for folk. Islam Makhachev immediately responded to the newly crowned champion.
My insides are on fire!
Ian Machado Garry reacts on Islam Makhachev moving up to welterweight.
You've got the new champion, Della, Maddalena, the Aussie, great performance, but sloppy. The rumour is Islam Makhachev is moving up to 170, and if he does, then all of us welterweights have to take a step back and give the man the respect he deserves. But if negotiations don't go so well, then you've got a tall, blonde Irishman who's ready to take over the UFC and get that belt, and I will smoke Della Maddalena. I'll box the ears off him.
Craig Jones wrote on Instagram. Valentina Shevchenko gives Manon Fiorot an out from the retirement bet after nashed at UFC 315.
And I would like to add one more thing to be very clear. So before the fight, Manon throws that if she won, I retire. I respond her, if I won, she retire. So I completely don't want her retire. So this is what I really don't want her to follow her words, because I feel it's unfair for the fighter because of some I don't know, someone put in her mouth to promote the fight or something like that, and now she will be feeling that she has to retire. No, I completely don't follow your words. Please stay fighting. Thank you.
Jose Aldo has retired. Dana White says he already has some incredible fights laid out from this Saturday through October.
Will the winner face Islam Makhachev at 170?
We don't know yet, but it is definitely an option. This summer, there's going to be so many great fights from Saturday night to October. We've got really incredible fights laid out. So Saturday's result will definitely impact what happens with Islam.
Dana White says he'll be promoting both Canelo versus Crawford and UFC 320, which will be taking place on the same weekend.
In the last decade?
Yeah, ever. This is one of the biggest fights ever. And obviously I'm honored to be promoting. But yes, when they say we're promoting it, I'm doing the promotion, we're doing the production, the event ops, PR, I mean everything to do with the fight, just like a UFC fight, while at the same time promoting UFC Noche. So it'll all be the same weekend. It's a badass weekend of fights.
Ilia Topuria reveals he's changing his nickname back to El Matador. Robert Whittaker versus Reinier de Ridder will headline UFCAbuDhabi on July 26th. The official poster for UFCAtlanta just dropped. Conor McGregor just dropped some new training footage. Jon Jones and Nate Diaz will be head coaches for the second season of ALF Reality, aka Russian TUF. Nate Diaz and Jon Jones talking about Islam Makhachev.
Like 3 fights, you know what I'm saying? Title fights.
He's talking about with Islam. He's saying that he's a little new in the sport still.
There's a lot of work to do before.
But he has a big future. You got a big future.
Big future, but I think that same Habib career not long.
Yeah, not very long.
Yeah, just starting the pressure just didn't make the fight jump. So it's done a lot. You know, you kept on keeping on, and I still are.
I feel like
well, how's this even argument?
the longer you're on top, the more time your opponents get to study your footage. People fixate on fighting you instead of the next opponent, and
it's starting.
Yeah, it gets harder and harder the longer we get older.
And then they're yelling at you, and you're like, you know, you started because of me. So it's like, why are you even talking? I'm talking like this.
Jon Jones says he'd beat Daniel Cormier worse if they fought at heavyweight.
Peak John versus Peak DC at heavyweight. Would it be different?
Peak Bones versus Peak DC at heavyweight?
Yeah.
I believe I beat Daniel Cormier at heavyweight worse than I beat him at light heavyweight. I feel like my speed has transferred over in a way that his hasn't. I think I beat him up pretty worse at heavyweight. I kick harder. I know he punched harder as a heavyweight, but I kick a lot harder. I'll see what my kicks did to him on the first fight.
Jon Jones appearing in something straight out of The Hangover 2.
Залик уже взял свою команду Джонса.
Все, он моей команде, my team has global.
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
Colby Covington and Henry Cejudo got into an altercation at the Celebrity Poker Tour.
Hey, you can't even retire with no belts. No more baggage. Hey, you got the weed. Fire this motherfucker. God, he's on you back to Shire. Back to Shire. He can't win shit. He can't win shit. My boy, that shit ain't not good. Fuck you 2 times. Not once, twice, motherfucker. Hey, you got shit. Yeah, take that shit out, man. Take it in the ass. Yeah, continue to keep marketing. Double champ, Olympic champ, you ain't got shit. I still knock your ass out, you're a bum. Remember you're a little guy though. Hey, remember you're a little guy, you get knocked the fuck out. Shark King, Shark King, Shark King's for life, man. Yeah, Shark King's for life, bro. Yeah.
Alexander Volkanovski says he hates Belal Muhammad.
Belal's great. Like, you know, everyone loves to hate him, including myself. You know
why
what I
is
mean?
he so hated?
I don't know. Like, I mean, I've tried. I feel bad because I feel like he's been hard done by.
Yeah.
But then he does stuff, and then I've tried. I've tried to give him the benefit of the doubt, and I get along with everybody, and I just can't. And then we seem to clash.
Paul Hughes calls for a rematch with Usman Nurmagomedov following his 42-second KO at PFL Belfast.
He uses those kicks to set up big hands. Oh, left toe, catch a hold. And a right hand. And the hammer fist. Paul Hughes. Belfast. What a big news for you.
Could Manny Pacquiao become world champion again at 46 years old? July July 19th is shaping up to be an incredible day of boxing. Cody Garbrandt is looking sharp, training for UFCAtlanta. Sean Brady wants Ian Garry for the #1 contender spot.
Me and Ian should fight. Whoever wins, even like if Belal wins and he's not able to fight for a while, like I want to fight towards the end of the summer, like August. Let me and Ian fight, and then whoever wins that is the true. Even though I know I'm the true #1 contender, whoever wins.
Magomed Ankalaev gives himself a new nickname. Front kick KO by Aline David in the opening seconds of the fight.
Head goes back, wobbles. It looks like she tries to fight back up, but Aline landed 2 extra shots. Holy smokes.
Gil, you called it. That was Anderson Silva versus Vitor Belfort. 100%.
Chad George, California Mixed Martial Arts, has to be proud. Not only have their fighters beat 6.
What the fuck is this weighing-in show?
Oh my God, actually that fast too. Oh my God, I have to get up. I've been down for hours. She turned around like a queen. You saw how she turned around? I know, careful of the mic packs. Wait, Chip, I can't really, well, you want me to buckle it?
Oh, yes.
I mean, I can keep the whole.
Okay, I need a wheel spin from, Diaz hasn't been on the show in a
I know, Steve's been a while. Go, doggy.
About any of it.
Demetrious Johnson asks Tom Aspinall's father about his son's height.
How many teach you got? 6. What's your son? Both 6'5". I'm 5'8". So, how tall is your wife? 5'7". 5'7". Where's the height come from?
Grandmother. Her dad was big. And his cousin's girls, 6'4".
How was it growing up, like raising them when they're bigger than you? I'm happy with the same thing.
They weren't big. 16, they were similar heights. I think it was about 16.
But then how was it like when he was 18? Like, Dad, yeah, what's that?
I used to spar with him all the time.
Oh.
So I sparred every day.
Oh, so you already set the foundation when he was younger, so you whooped his ass. And then when he got older, he was like, hey, remember what happened?
So I was about 17 or 18. And then
You're still rolling though. You're still rolling.
Still roll all the time.
You're still rolling. 62.
Maddalena posts a behind-the-scenes video of him training for UFC 325.
People underestimate Jack's wrestling and grappling ability. We're very confident that Jack can't be held down in 25 minutes. To be in a cage with Jack, him doing damage to you, hitting you in the body, hitting you repeatedly, landing a lot of significant strikes. I don't believe anyone in the welterweight division can endure that.
Coach Javier Mendez says Islam Makhachev has been sparring with much bigger guys for a while now, including heavyweights.
So have you ever seen Islam sparring with bigger guys in your gym? Welterweights or perhaps middleweights, and not just like wrestling, but I mean like full striking sparring?
Yeah, I've seen him fight with bigger guys. He beats them up, you know, he beats up everybody. So I've seen Islam do that. So I even seen him do this in Dagestan. You know, when I watched him go with the heavyweight, he was not as experienced as him, but he was a freaking heavyweight, and I didn't like it. I told Habib, what the hell is he doing sparring with the heavyweight? That guy hits him one time, even though he didn't touch him, but still, if he hit him one time, that's not good for him because he's a smaller guy. The guy outweighed Islam by at least 50 pounds, you know, or more. You know, I didn't like that, so I have seen it. Islam's like, Coach, it's no problem. I go, no, there's a problem. What if he hits you? He goes, Coach, you don't touch me. I go, it doesn't matter. He was big, you know. I didn't like that.
Watch the moment. Vitor Belfort found out he was a UFC Hall of Famer.
My dreams, and I fought the best of the best over 20 years. I give it all.
I believe Vitor is one of the most dangerous, if not the most dangerous fighter in UFC history.
It didn't matter if the fight was on the floor, if the fight was on the feet, you were always in danger.
He is one of the pioneers of this sport, one of the absolute legends of the game.
He represents what it is to be a mixed martial artist at the highest level.
Vitor Belfort has always been a fighter's fighter. He's always been must-see TV, and he's a guy that deserves his place here in the UFC Hall of Fame.
Congratulations on a remarkable mixed martial arts career. Let's the phenom here at one final time. Vitor